What's wrong? Right, hello. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. It is Monday, it is 2:05, and it's a chance to get things underway. Now, I know at the moment that it's raining a heck of a lot. We could do without the rain because the first 2 months this year were full of rain. Well, I can tell you that by Saturday of this week, we're going to start heading towards summer. Temperatures are going to get better, and we can go and do a park run in the dry. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you don't know what park run is, I'll mention it later in the broadcast, but let's say hello to Mick Hedge. Hello, welcome. Okay, just let me put this down here and say hello to everybody as they join. Okay, now, over the weekend, I spotted something on Facebook, as you do. I was scrolling down the page and I saw something and I thought, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take part. I'm going to complete it. I'm going to get a medal. I'm going to raise money for charity by doing something that I enjoy doing. Now, those of you who watched the show before know, hello. I say hello to, hello everybody. Something I enjoy doing is this, and hopefully this will work. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I enjoy walking and running and anything to do with exercise. And over the weekend, I spotted this on Facebook, which is the 1,000,000 Step Challenge. Okay, we are talking about the 1,000,000 Step Challenge, 1,000,000 steps. And the basic idea is simple and straightforward. Between the 1st of July and the 30th of September, you do 1,000,000 steps. Now you can go for 500,000 steps, you can go to 1.7 million steps, but I've decided to do 1,000,000 steps from the 1st of July to the 3rd of September. I mean, I've looked at it in previous years and I thought, God, that's a lot of steps. How are you going to do that? Now, 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. So what we're talking about is 500 miles in 3 months, which is some going. It's going to put me outside my comfort zone. Thank you for the likes. And I say hello to LR, welcome back. And thank you for the share. Brilliant. Okay. So I saw this and I signed up yesterday for the 1,000,000 Step Challenge. And as I say, it's 500 miles over the course of 3 months, which is going to take some doing. It is, in fact, 10,000 steps a day, which is 5 miles a day. So it's doable. You can, 5 miles takes about an hour. If you're walking, takes about an hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Target will be to do 5 miles in less than that. Okay. Did you go to Stonehenge? No, I haven't been to Stonehenge. We'll probably go next week or the week after. I'll bring some photos back as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the question. No, things did not go according to plan this weekend. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, the 1,000,000 Step Challenge now starts on the 1st of July. You can take part. Just go to Diabetes UK and sign up. Okay. Now, if you do raise £50, you get a t-shirt. Well, you get a medal anyway. If you do whatever you said you would, 1,000,000 steps, you get a medal. So it's a wooden medal. I am chasing the medal. I'm going for the medal, but not for that. It's for exercise because I have diabetes type 2, and therefore it's doubly worth doing this because you get in the exercise, and it's a 3 month period. And I asked AI. Got to be honest. I said, could you put together a program so I can do the 1,000,000 steps? Now, it suggested something I never thought of, which is good, which is what AI is there for, to give you additional ideas. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing 6 miles a day, or 12,000 steps for 5 days of the week, and just 6,000 steps or 3 miles for 2 days of the week. That should get me to the 1,000,000 steps in 3 months. That's the grand plan. The part that you can play, if you wish and you want to support Diabetes UK, is you can actually sponsor me. But I'm not looking for sponsorships at the moment. This is purely and simply an announcement that I'm taking part. You can take part too. It starts on the 1st of July. It's a very worthwhile cause. Millions of us throughout the UK have diabetes and have to cope with it on a daily basis. You cannot, it is a chronic disease, so therefore it's never going to leave you, but you can put it into a recess. And that's the target of everybody, to basically keep the blood sugar levels down, eat less carbs, do more exercise. And those are two of the ways you can do it. Let's catch up with who's here today as we're talking about the Million Step Challenge from Diabetes UK. John, hello. And Poppy, hello. And Nitty, Collie, hello. Floody, hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So when you can do something to help, first of all, to help yourself, doing the 5 miles a day is going to keep me fit. Simple as that. Now I know I can walk 5 miles a day, but I'm going to walk 5 miles a day for 90 days. We're going to find out, because I'm going to track the challenge on TikTok. Not day by day, but week by week with a weekly report. I'm going to hold myself accountable. And every Monday I will broadcast like I'm doing now and tell you how far I've gone in the previous week. If you want to join me, as I say, please do. If you want to sponsor me, please do. And Mr. Panda, hello. And everybody who, just a minute. Amy, the Spice Devil, welcome. Okay. And Stephen, welcome. And Prosper, Zed. Okay, thank you everybody. So we're talking about doing a Million Step Challenge, which is 500 miles, which is 5 miles a day from July 1st until September 30th. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I do enjoy exercise. I'm looking forward to the days when this starts 1st of July. So fingers crossed, the weather should be better. I'm looking forward to good weather. If the weather's not good, I will still go out. That's the thing you've got to do. You've got to commit. So I'm committed to doing 500 miles over the course of 3 months. And I am, to be honest with you, because this is the first time I've talked about it, I am looking forward to it. And AI has told me the way to do this is to do 5 days at 6 miles a day and 2 days at 3 miles a day. So you can actually ease down for a couple of days during the week, because I couldn't think of doing 5 miles a day for 90 days. So you do 5 miles or 6 miles for 5 days and then 3 miles for 2 days. And that's the way to get the million steps done. Because the thing that's put me off, being honest about this, the thing that's put me off doing this is 1,000,000 steps. How far is 1,000,000 steps? It just seems too far. But if you do 10,000 steps a day for 90 days, you're pretty darn close to the 1,000,000 steps. And there are so many places we can actually go walking to actually do this. For a start, I've got 1 day covered, because 1 day a week, as you know, 1 day a week is Park Run. Okay, now Park Run, 1,423 locations throughout the UK. Google Park Run, you'll find one near you. Turn up at 10 to 9 with your trainers on, listen to the briefing, and then set off and run, walk, jog or Jeff, 3.1 miles. And it's the greatest thing ever, because everybody's in a darn good mood. Everybody wants, we're not racing. We don't race each other. I'm going to do my 88th Park Run this weekend. It's a British invention, founded in 2005. The first ever one was at Bushy Park in London, and now just type Park Run into Google and you'll find a Park Run near you. Okay, so that's one of my days done. That basically, we actually say hello and welcome to ABC, welcome to that Divination Witch, and TaylorMade, welcome, and to Dakota. Thank you everybody who's actually joining me live today. I do appreciate you spending time, and Floody, thank you for staying around. Okay, so if you want to get fit, Park Run is the thing to do. So that's my Saturdays taken care of. We do a 1 mile walk to Quakers Walk, Park Run. We do the 3.1 miles around the circuit 3 times, and then we walk back, that's another mile. So that basically 5 miles on a Saturday covered. I just need to do that another 4 days. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm going out after this broadcast, I'm going out, I'm going to work out some routes I can actually take. Because what I need is 4 or 5 different routes where I can just go out of the house either with shorts on or with jeans on and either run or walk until I get to the 10,000 steps a day. Now, the way I've decided to do this, because it is basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening. So we're going out twice a day. I think that's the thing. Yeah. So if you've any hints, tips or tricks on how to do a million steps, do let me know. As I say, it's doable. It's 90 days at 10,000 steps, 90 days at 5 miles. It is doable, but you need to be consistent. You need to be willing to go out and get wet or blown away, or just to walk in the sun. And that's why I'm doing one of them in the morning and one in the afternoon, 4 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening, and that should get me through. That's my initial plan. Now, as I said, what I'm going to do is during the course of the event, which is from July 1st to September, I shall report back weekly so that you know how well I'm doing. That's my way of staying accountable. If I tell you where I am, then you can hopefully. All I want is some encouragement along the way, and that would be absolutely brilliant. As I say, I only saw it this weekend, and I thought, as we often do, Mia, hello, and Trash Tracker, hello everybody. I've got a new message. Let's go down here, and Vasilik, welcome, and Mia, welcome. Elle, welcome. Okay, so that's the announcement. That's today's announcement. Stephen is taking part in the Million Step Challenge. I'm taking part in the Million Step Challenge, which is for Diabetes UK, who are a national charity who they do an amazing job of supporting diabetics. When you first learn that you have diabetes, it's a major shock. Now, I learned in July 23, so we're coming up to 3 years. I've come to terms with it. I do have the ability to manage it, and the thing is, being a chronic disease, it's always going to be with me. It's a question of what level. So by doing this challenge, I'm doing my health a favour, because by walking 5 miles a day, I will not only get fitter, okay, I will get outside, okay, I will lower my sugar levels, because every step you take is lowering your sugar levels. So I will make my diabetes manageable, and it is a win-win-win-win situation, because I'm also raising money for the Diabetes UK charity, and looking forward to actually finishing the Million Step Challenge at the end of September. And who knows, but I'm going to be accountable on here. Harry, hello, and Tomo. If you want to share this broadcast, please do. I think you've got my name on. Yeah, Stephen, Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge. Enough information to track me down. You can see I'm there. That's me. And I've cut out. I am raising money. I've got to be honest about this. It is for charity. It is for one of our major charities here in the UK. And I'm doing this on behalf of the 5 million people in the UK who have diabetes. This is a disease which can strike anybody. And there used to be misconceptions. Say hi to Isadora, and thank you for the likes. Oh, brilliant. And thank you for watching live. Dog's Life, welcome. Abby, welcome. Jamie, welcome. And Coffee, I missed you. Okay, and Sarah Ann, and Rotlian, and everybody who's joining me live today. Okay, and let's just scroll up. I want to say thank you too, because sometimes I miss comments. Misspelling, what you're doing is great. Thank you. That's a kind of encouragement which will see me through this million steps. So thank you very much for that. And thank you everybody who's joining. As I say, there are things that you can do which will help. Okay, first of all is watch my Monday broadcast, 2:05 on Monday, and track my progress through the challenge. And it's going to be a slow start, but then we'll get faster and faster. The aim is obviously 330,000 steps in July, 330,000 steps in August, and 350,000 steps in September. Okay, it doesn't say much when you say it like that. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for the comments. And thank you for watching live. Dark Joker, welcome. Navy and Geo. I think that's right. Okay. So brilliant. I want to say thank you for everybody for watching me live. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. It is Tuesday. It is, to show that I'm live, it is 2:21. This is AI Run Thrive chat show with Stephen, and this is episode 67A. I started broadcasting on TikTok in January 2025. I enjoy every moment. I enjoy your company. And I want to say a big thank you for actually joining me today on the day that I announced that I'm going to take part in the Million Step Challenge for Diabetes UK. Now you can take part as well. Just Googled. I Googled Diabetes Million Step Challenge, and that got me to the right page where I could actually apply. In terms of applying, you need your email address, you need your age because of health and safety and things, and then you get your own page. This is my page on Diabetes UK. So, okay, and you can see I'm being sponsored already, which is good. My target is to raise £75. At the moment, I'm at £30, and I'm hoping to get the 75. Now, I set it at 75 because my experience of raising money on live video is, well, first of all, it's limited. I've done a couple of charity gigs over the years, and I know I've met people who do them successfully. I'm learning. This is a learning curve. And let's go over here and Survivor, hello, and say hi to, just a minute. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to say hi to Ratty Tatty, and yeah, join twice, and thank you for the like. And Wizak Brukos, welcome. Okay, and Gray, thank you everybody for joining me live. You're joining me when I announce that I'm doing the Million Step Challenge between 1st of July, 30th September, raising money for Diabetes UK. 5 million of us in the UK have diabetes. Step Challenge is basically for everybody to exercise. Yeah, exercise is one of the best things you can do if you are diabetic. Say hi to Rosie and to everybody who's joining. So if I sort of put myself to one side, okay, this is the Million Step Challenge, 1 million steps between 1st July, 3rd September for Diabetes UK, raising funds for a charity which does amazing work. When I was diagnosed back in July 23, I signed up for membership of Diabetes UK because the thing that you need is information. You need to know how you can cope with diabetes because it comes as such a shock. It comes out of left field. I thought you think you're fit until diabetes comes along, and then you've got to get fit and stay fit. And that's my way of coping with diabetes, is to stay fit. That's why I do the park run on Saturdays. That's why I do walking during the week. That's why I run when the weather's good enough. Exercise is one of the major things that we can do. Getting fit is a benefit, and it helps you to cope with the challenge. Because diabetes is a challenge in the same way as the Million Step Challenge is a challenge. But the thing with diabetes, you need support. And there are people at Diabetes UK you can actually ask questions of. There are videos about every aspect of diabetes which you can watch. You can ask questions. You can meet fellow diabetics. And there are Facebook groups as well. But the main one that I go to is the Diabetes UK site. And as I say, I'm a member there. I've been a member since I was diagnosed in July 23. And it's been invaluable, an invaluable resource. And I just want to support the good work that they do, helping everybody who's got diabetes. Okay, so I'll probably come back to that in a moment, but we'll say hi to, just a minute, Phoebe, hello, Lena, Kirsten, everybody who's joining, and I can't pronounce your name. Oh, it's me. Okay, the font's a bit difficult. And Lottie, thank you for the share. Thank you everybody who's sharing the live. Just let's get the word out. Let's tell people about the Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge, and the more people see it, the more people know about it. They'll tell other people, and we'll get the word out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, more people will actually join the challenge. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons I'm doing this is to let you know and to encourage you to support the challenge and to support people who are doing it as well. Because for me, this is doable. But for a lot of people who have got diabetes, this is going to be probably the hardest thing they do this year. And my thoughts are with them. But anybody who takes part in the challenge is doing good for themselves and doing good for Diabetes UK, and showing that we care about our own health and the health of others. Now, there's nothing we can do to, basically, you're on your own and you work out your own program, your own best way of doing it. No two diabetics are the same. So you have to work out the best way for you. That's where Diabetes UK comes in. It gives you the direction that you want to go in and how you can actually affect it. Thank you for the shares. And Jay Kent, welcome. Okay, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's joining me live today. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Charles and Jay Kent. And thank you for watching live. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. We're talking about the Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge, which I'm taking part in. I'm one of thousands of people who will be doing it, and I'll be tracking every single week. Starting in July, I'll be tracking my steps, and you can hold me accountable. I will hold myself accountable. I will publish the figures every week, and hopefully we'll do 330,000 steps in July, 330,000 steps in August, and 350,000 steps. The way I've been told to do this by AI is to do 6 miles a day, 5 days a week, and 3 miles a day, 2 days a week. That gives you a chance to recover. Now, just to give you an idea, I wear a Garmin, and that basically allows me to know my fitness level, and it tells me how many steps I'm doing a day. If you stay at home during the day and you don't go out, then you can do from 1,500 to 2,000 steps a day. Yeah, quite easily, just by moving about, going up and downstairs, going down the garden, coming back up again. You can build 1,500 to 2,000 steps just moving about the house. As soon as you go out the front door, however, things change, because you're actually clocking miles. And you're clocking miles, you're clocking steps. 2,000 steps is 1 mile. 10,000 steps a day is 5 miles. The challenge is to do 5 miles a day. And you can walk it, you can run it, you can jog it, or you can jeff it. I'm going to be doing jeffing. Jeffing is run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. Run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. The advantage of doing that is that you move quicker. Okay, because a third of the time, with 15 and 30, a third of the time you're actually running. So that allows you to cover more distance in a shorter space of time. So I'll be walking, jeffing, and possibly, I don't know about this, I might even run. Okay, just give me a following wind and good weather and I'll run part of it as well. But I'm grateful for your joining me today. I'm grateful for your support and for your encouragement. I just want to say the thing that you can do if you want to help is just quite simply share this broadcast, because you'll be telling people about Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge. Starts on the 1st of July, runs for 3 months. It is 10,000 steps a day, 5 miles a day. I'm just looking, well, I'm looking forward to it, because I want to get to the end of it. I want to do this challenge. I want to get fitter. And this is the motivation for doing that, because you're helping yourself and you're helping charity, and hopefully helping other people as well. And say hi to Amy. Hello, Amy, and thank you for joining me live. And brilliant. Now, what I did last week, there are 2 audiences on TikTok. Okay, let me just change the picture for a moment. I'm going to change the picture. Hello, 222. Yeah. So what I'm actually doing, let's just go back to where we started a moment ago. Go back to here. I'm taking part in the Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge. 1 million steps between 1st July, 30th September. 5 million people in the UK have diabetes. It's a chronic disease. You can put it in abeyance, but you can't. There is no cure. You have to live with it, and you've got to find your own way of managing it. We all have different ways, the 5 million of us. There is no one way. There is no bad way to do it. The only bad way is to actually ignore the fact you've got it. About 1 million people don't know, but it's all about blood sugar levels. Blood sugar levels cause spikes. Spikes can cause problems. I'm not going to go any further than that. But Diabetes UK is the leading support system. Apart from our glorious NHS, is the leading support system for diabetics throughout the UK. So if you can share this broadcast and let people know about Diabetes UK, the Million Step Challenge, and the fact that Stephen is taking part in it, I will be most grateful. And we say hello to Anna and to Des, I think. Des, and Amaya and Rin. Okay, so this is what we're all about. It's the Diabetes UK Million Step Challenge. 5 miles a day, every day for 3 months, raising money for one of the UK's top charities, helping 5 million people who have diabetes. And I'm doing my bit, and I'm going to do the challenge from the 1st July to the 3rd September. I'll come live every Monday at 2:05 to tell you my progress, and hopefully we'll do 333,000 steps in July, 333,000 steps in August, and 333,500 steps in September, and we'll do the Million Step Challenge. I'll tell you how I'm going. I'm hoping to stay fit throughout the whole thing, and it's going to be, it's going to be worthwhile. I'll get fitter. Charity will benefit from sponsorship, and millions of people will learn about diabetes. Diabetes it's not, I'm trying to get my words right here. Diabetes is something that you can live with. It's something that you can improve your health. Okay, and my way of dealing with diabetes is to stay fit and keep doing those walks, keep doing those steps, doing the park run, and that's my approach. And we've all got our own. There isn't